Sweet, sweet Jamaica, rich in culture, picturesque landscape, and an indomitable people. From generation to generation, our heritage has made a global impact. October is Heritage Month, and the theme for this year's celebration is Echoes of Freedom, tracing Jamaica's path from colonialism to republic. Be sure to join us all month long as we bask in how far we've come as a nation. Hey there everyone, I'm Adrian Atkins, and let's flip through the pages of Jamaica Magazine, starting with an important advisory, followed by the news.
Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. Mosquitoes will breed in any container that holds water.
Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, barrels, buckets and tanks. If this cannot be done, pour cooking oil on the water surface. Punch holes in all tins, plastics and beverage boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover all tires or fill with dirt to prevent water collection. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs. Use mosquito repellents to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Dispose of garbage properly by placing in plastic bags and securing properly to prevent water collection.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, October 5, 2023. 5 parishes are listed as having the most dengue cases in the ongoing outbreak on the island. Leading is Kingston and St. Andrew with the most cases year to date. The other parishes are St. Thomas, Portland, St. Catherine and Hanover. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the confirmation comes after an assessment of cases within the population.
There are low-lying areas in parts of the country where the index, and we monitor the index by inspecting these containers, whether drains or otherwise, looking at the number of containers or water catchment areas that have mosquitoes breeding, and then we determine an index. So if you inspect 10 containers and you find 9 with mosquitoes breeding, then the index is high. If you inspect 10, only 2, then the index is likely to be low. So that's the kind of math that determines high-risk areas.
Minister Tufton is reminding the public that Type 3, 4 and 5 health centres are now opened to 8 p.m. He says the University Hospital of the West Indies is also treating children 0 to 18 years free of cost. The minister also disclosed that the National Health Emergency Operations Centre and the 13 parish centres have been activated. The centres will track the response and provide critical surveillance data to the public. Meanwhile, fogging to control the mosquito population has increased to 7 days per week in high-risk communities across the island. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says 700 vector control workers have been deployed to manage the current dengue outbreak on the island.
Persons have been calling, requesting fogging, and we have put that in the schedule, and we put out on a daily basis by parish the fogging schedule that we plan based on the technical information that we get. So if you visit the Ministry of Health's website, you will see if your community is on that list. If you think it needs to be, then you can call or send a note in through the website for attention to be given to that space. And we monitor it, we track it.
Minister Tufton is urging community members to facilitate the vector control workers. He was also quick to remind persons who are allergic to the chemicals used in the fogging to protect themselves.
If you have vulnerabilities around, being allergic to the fogging, there are ways to deal with it. You can take a wet cloth and put it over the nose and the face. We are not unaccustomed to wearing masks, having had the COVID experience. There are ways to do it. So you can do a makeshift thing, or you can use one of the masks that you have had from the layover from COVID to protect yourself if you think you need that protection.
Black River High in St. Elizabeth will soon see the phase-out of the school's shift system, thanks to the addition of a new classroom block. The 6 classrooms closed the gap to complete the required 38 rooms to have a full-day shift system for the 1,500 students. Minister of Education and Youth Favor Williams officially opened the $235 million facility recently, which will significantly improve the student-to-teacher ratio. In addition to the 6 classrooms, the building has 2 science labs, a home economics lab, a home management lab, a clothing and fashion lab, and enhanced restroom facilities. A chairlift shaft for disabled access is part of the features, as well as ramps and inclines throughout the school to ensure easy access. The project also improved the school's sewerage system.
Our mission has always been clear: to alleviate overcrowding, eliminate the need for shift schools, significantly reduce the student-to-teacher ratio, and improve academic outcomes while increasing access to superior educational resources.
Principal of Black River High School, Christopher Romans, also expressed gratitude to stakeholders for undertaking the task.
This new facility represents endless possibilities for your growth and development. Students, I encourage you to explore the technology that is embedded in this project. Be motivated by the new and improved learning environment and become responsible stewards.
The classroom block was funded by the Education Ministry's Primary and Secondary Infrastructure Project in partnership with the Japanese Embassy's Grassroots Human Security Project. The next 2 to 4 years is the timeline given for the establishment of a new National Cybersecurity Authority. The authority will develop national cybersecurity policies, monitor cyber threats, provide skills training, and develop human capital. This will be facilitated with funding support from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB. Head of the Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team, JIS, Lieutenant Colonel Godfrey Sterling, provided the update during a recent JIS think tank.
This authority will seek to provide overarching guidance to how cyber is treated in Jamaica. And the first step in doing this is disaggregating cyber in Jamaica into 3 core elements. These being cybersecurity, run through the Office of the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team, cyber defense and law enforcement, which is run out of the Ministry of National Security.
The National Cybersecurity Authority was first announced in the list of government priority initiatives by the Governor-General Sir Patrick Allen in his throne speech in February. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Colonel Sterling said the authority will expand JIS responsibilities beyond dealing with cyber attacks.
The authority will seek to bring about greater governance, risk management, and compliance. And what it will have is it will be created as a creature of statute. So it will have its own act, or the Cybersecurity Act.
October is being recognized as Cybersecurity Awareness Month under the theme, Respond Today, Secure Our Future. And finally, the Forestry Department is encouraging the planting of trees with the distribution of a variety of timber and ornamental seedlings being made available to the public. This is being done in observance of National Tree Planting Day on Friday, October 6, under the theme, Keep the Heat Away, Plant a Tree Today. The distribution period will continue until October 13. Seedlings will be available free of cost at the Forestry Department's head office at 173 Constant Spring Road in Kingston, or its nurseries in Monique, St. Anne, and Williamsfield in Manchester. Persons who are unable to visit any of the locations may call the Forestry Department at 876-618-3205 to request pickup from its offices in Montego Bay and Portland. The seedlings can be collected from Monday to Friday between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., except on October 6. National Tree Planting Day, which is observed annually on the first Friday in October, aims to promote the value of forests and trees. It also provides the opportunity for everyone to contribute to increasing the island's forest cover and beautifying the surroundings through tree planting. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
It's time again for the JIS Heritage Essay Competition. Are you a primary school student? Write a 400 to 500 word essay responding to the question, should Jamaica remain under the British monarchy or become a full republic? And win lots of prizes. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Registration opens October 1 and closes October 31. The JIS Heritage Essay Competition 2023. Enter today.
The Students' Loan Bureau has re-energized its efforts to ensure access to higher education for ordinary Jamaicans. 99% of students who apply for SLB financing are successful. So how can you benefit from the SLB? Hi, I'm Shaquille Rochester Shorter and welcome to Finance Matters. Joining us today to tell us what's new at the SLB is the Executive Director, Ms. Nikisha Walsh. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow the Ministry of Finance on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and now TikTok to see all the episodes and highlights. Ms. Walsh, thanks for coming on our program.
Thank you for having me.
So, what's new at SLB?
Well, the SLB is currently on a transformational path where you want to infuse technology in our operations to better serve our customers. Okay. Last June 2022, we introduced our new customer portal where students have the ability to go on, apply, upload their documents, and submit their loan application. Okay. What is also good about the portal is that the students would nominate their guarantor, submit their email address and name, and the guarantors will receive an email prompting them to go on the portal, create an account, and also upload and submit their documents. Additionally, since the last budget speech, our minister has introduced 2 new policies where Ward of the States and PATH beneficiaries no longer require guarantor. We are expecting this year to see increase in application because one of the challenges students have mentioned over the years is the ability to seek and have a guarantor. Yes. In addition, we have relaunched our Grant in Aid program.
Okay, nice. I wish back in my time, the portal was available for my guarantors to upload their documents instead of coming into Kingston and so forth. But I hear you mention the Grant in Aid. Tell us who is eligible for the Grant in Aid program and what it is.
Okay. The Grant in Aid is a non-refundable gift that we give students who are eligible and have applied for the targeted loan. Now, for you to become one of such recipients, you have to either be on a PATH program, you have to be a Ward of the State, or from a household whose income is below $1.5 million. What we have done is increase the number of beneficiaries from 3,000 to 4,200 students for this academic year.
That's a massive increase,
Yes, it is.
Ms. Walsh.
Yes, it is.
I remember back in my time when I was thinking about taking a student loan, I thought I would never be able to pay back that loan. What would you say to people now who are considering taking a student loan, how they can use it as a tool for success?
Well, before I even tell our asked persons what to say, I want to say that many Jamaicans today have benefited from a SLB. We have our doctors, our lawyers, our teachers. I am a beneficiary.
I myself am a beneficiary.
Right, and if it wasn't because of that opportunity, I would not be in the position I'm in today. So SLB is here for persons to achieve their dreams, to assist persons achieving their dreams. What I would say is that do not look at SLB as a loan, don't look at it as a liability, because we know that education is an investment. What SLB does is help you to invest in yourself and help you to have the ability to pursue any dreams or career that you want to. So it is a stepping stool for you to move from where you are to what you can be. And that's how I want persons to look at SLB.
Before we leave, Ms. Walsh, I want you to tell me 3 things that people should know or remember about the SLB.
Oh, there's so many things, but I want to start with one thing. There's a notion, persons coming up in our older generation that SLB loans are expensive and SLB, you'll never ever finish paying your loan.
Yes.
But I want to tell a person that one thing is that SLB offers the lowest interest rate for any school product. Our interest rate can be as low as 4% with our special benefits.
Yeah.
Persons are aware that when you take a SLB loan, you won't repay until you graduate. But we want to also say that we have 2 additional products.
Okay.
We have the pay as you study product, where employed parents, guardians, spouse wants to take a loan on behalf of their student.
Okay.
That loan is as low as 6% per annum. Now, there's no financial institution that will give you an unsecured loan for 6%. SLB is doing that.
Wow.
And we also have our postgrad product, where persons are pursuing doctorate and postgraduate studies can get up to $1.8 million to borrow at an interest rate of 9.5% unsecured. So SLB is in fact one of those competitive institutions that are making a mark. So I'm encouraging persons to repay their loan, because each one will reach one. So if you pay your loan, it provides opportunity for somebody else to realize their dreams. I'm encouraging persons, if you are finding difficulties in repaying your loan, come into the bureau.
Yes.
We will look at how we can reschedule that loan and offer any other grants or waivers for you to be better able to serve your debt. I know you have asked for 3 things, but I can't leave without saying this. On our transformational map, or on our transformational path, our next stop is repayment. What that means is that students or customers who are in repayment will be able to access their loan on our portal, be able to look at their balances, will be able to print their statements, and able to make payments online. That's our next stop. So we're hoping to fully launch this digital transformational map that we're having, so persons will be able to access their information whenever they need to.
So I don't need to call SLB to
you
hear what my balance is.
That is coming soon.
That is very, very impressive. Ms. Walsh, all I can hear from what you're saying is that Students Loan Bureau is very flexible and they're very willing to help a student to be successful.
Yes, we are.
So thank you. On that note, thank you for being on our program today.
And thanks again for having me.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Finance Matters. Remember to follow us on social media at MOF Jamaica, and tune in next week as we continue to demystify the economic and fiscal policies and initiatives implemented by the government to empower Jamaicans as we chart a path to Jamaica's economic prosperity.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
It's one of Jamaica's top exports. It's world-renowned for its taste. It gets its moniker from the cool slopes where it's cultivated. What am I speaking of? Our coffee, of course. Let's savor the morning pick-me-up or afternoon refresher in this next feature.
And that's the satisfying sound that coffee brings. A seed of the coffea plant and the source for coffee. These beans have long been consumed by humans since their arrival in Jamaica in 1728. Coffee beans have had a protracted and nuanced relationship with the nation's culture and economics. From then forward, our local farmers have dedicated their lives to cultivating this energizing source of nutrients in order to give both Jamaicans and visitors a flavor of the island with every sip. So how do our farmers acquire the knowledge of the land to provide this kind of provision? Well, here's one approach.
We are here at the Blue Mountain Coffee Trade Day. We today at this coffee trade are here to trade with the farmers, providing them with the necessary information as it relates to training and extension service delivery. So what does this training entail? It entails unfolding from the preparation of the land straight to marketing of your crops. We have a great partnership with these farmers, and to date we can say it's a success.
Farmers can stabilize their output and retain their dividends thanks to this partnership. After all, it is their bread and butter.
The brand Blue Mountain Coffee, which we support and endorse through the Ministry of Tourism, through the Ministry of Agriculture, through the TEF Fund, through our Alex platform, through RADA and through JACRA and all our partnering agency, is a big brand. And we endorse, we support, and for this brand to remain viable, we must support our farmers who are the main producers.
Coffee is a common source of income for many people, contributing to economic growth and enhancing community livelihoods. Coffee beans are selected and separated before being used for drinks that can be consumed hot, cold, or iced. Where, though, is it cultivated? Meet the growers.
I'm living into a farming community, and over 80% of our farmers in the community plant coffee. And we are told that we produce the best coffee in Jamaica and also the best tasted coffee in the world.
I'm a member of RADA, yes, and always have support. As a woman in coffee, I don't have to work with anyone. I work at my farm. I prune it, I weed it, I fertilize it, everything I do. My farm is in Flamstead, East Rural St. Andrew. So the higher your farm is, the better it is. Taste and everything. Blue Mountain Coffee.
From Farmers Trade Show to the Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, a demonstration of the importance of coffee in Jamaica and the agriculture sector.
I drink coffee every day. I make love to my coffee in the morning, so I drink a strong cup of coffee every morning.
We all should come out to Blue Mountain Coffee Festival to come and see all the Blue Mountain farmers providing us with the finest and best coffee there is.
The coffee is delicious, and from coffee comes many other products. As we conclude our brief adventure, this is just one of the ways our coffee finds its way into the hands of many coffee lovers.
Our goal, though, is to reduce the fluctuation in the negative way.
It's time again for the JIS Heritage Photo Competition. Are you a tertiary level student? Compose a photo on the theme, Echoes of Freedom, tracing Jamaica's path from colonialism to republic, and make your best submission. Lots of prizes to be won. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Registration is now open and closes October 31. The JIS Heritage Photo Competition 2023. Enter today.
What does heritage mean to me is to remember our heroes and what they done for us.
Heritage means a time for us to celebrate all the wonderful things that Jamaica has to offer. All the culture, the food, the music, all those wonderful things that everyone loves to enjoy about Jamaica.
Heritage is basically the way of life of people, of a particular people or group in one particular period of time. And in Jamaica, we talk about the traditions, the food, the music, the way of life of people. One thing in Jamaica, traditionally, Sunday dinner is rice and peas and chicken, and so it all involves the way of life and how we do things.
Heritage means to me where we are coming from, our culture, our lifestyle, and where we're going.
Team JIS is back on the road for the 2023 staging of the JIS Heritage School Tour. This leg of the tour took us out to 2 corporate area schools. Check out these highlights.
It's in the food we eat and the way we greet. I feel with culture.
It's something that we inherit from the past, we cherish right now in the future and preserve it to pass it on to the future generations. The theme for Heritage Week this year is celebrating a proud heritage, resilient and strong. Can you tell us why you're proud to be Jamaican? Because you like Jamaica. I like Jamaica touring hard.
In Jamaica today, we learn of a very great hero, born in the parish of St. Anne in 1887. A man with a vision and pride was a great man, Marcus Garvey, who founded the Universal Negro Influence Association. Daddy Marcus, Daddy Marcus, Daddy Marcus, Daddy Marcus, Daddy Marcus, Daddy Marcus, Daddy
We've come to the end of today's program. If you've missed any of it or just want to re-watch, visit our website, jis.gov.jm. From the production team here at the JIS, I'm Matron Atkinson, thanking you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.